What is up, my gamers? It's your boy, Big Boy Jabrowski, here with some more epic Terraria nothing. It's Tigitar, and today I wanted to build my name again, so in case you're interested, let's go. I think I'm gonna try the jungle today. So, surface jungle, I already gathered a bunch of materials together, put it in my piggy bank and void vault, and gonna figure out where I want to do it. Off the bat, I'm thinking of mainly like mahogany, living mahogany, wood, and leaves, and kind of make a growing, lively, viney looking font. And I don't know, maybe make the letters thinner than previously. Although on my regular forest um, nameplate, the letters are only too wide, so maybe I'll try something like that, or maybe I'll try even thinner. I don't know for sure. My my first question is what general orientation I'm gonna want for the letters. On both the desert one and my snow one that we did last time, the letters kind of trend up and to the right slightly, and so I don't want to keep that pattern going too much. On my forest one, they kind of just arc. I thought what could be interesting is trying to do like a really strong arc or almost even a circular orientation for the letters. That could be interesting. I'm not quite sure exactly. It'd be hard to get the scale to work out in the proportions though, but maybe it would work. Maybe it would work. Let's see. You can see where I ran around with my solar eruption. I think I must have been looking for surface chests because I didn't have... I think I didn't have climbing claws on this world. Or something like that. Alright, I'm gonna look around and decide on a place to build. Alright, I think I got a little bit of a plan here. I think I'm gonna try and loop it around under the ground here in this section. So I might start up here with the first letter, the T, and then try to wrap around this way, and then maybe come up and finish somewhere by the water. I don't know if I will need that much length, but maybe I can have it finish like the letter or letter and a half is over here sinking into the water. But I'll probably need to do some modification real quick and expand this area just a little bit to make the letters fit. I want to try to leave this central piece of mud though roughly the size it is. I think it's got a nice roughly round shape, and it's a good size to be able to work around, I feel like. So I'm just gonna sort of blast out a little, I don't know, a tunnel, I guess, around it, and try to make some naturally curved looking shape where I can fill in with the letters, and then probably remove this mud wall, put a combination of jungle wall and some mossy stone, and just make it look all old and worn. Maybe I'll take out a little bit of this section here so that I can come up and not have to take this tree out. That's my idea there. That might be okay. And again, if I go with smaller letters this time, I should be able to fit them in here pretty decently. So that's cool. I kind of like that shape though. Come up down here and then swing around up here. I don't know if it's gonna be too obscure to follow the whatever order of the letters as we go, but we'll see. We'll try it out. I'll finish blasting this out. Okay, I think I got the shape down a little bit better now. Got these walls out of here. Accidentally chopped down the tree that I was specifically talking about saving, so we'll see if that grows again. Also accidentally hit one up here. That's the problem with being a noob. Anyway, I think I'm going to start outlining the letters a little bit. So probably just start with living mahogany, because if I can break it and get the blocks back. And then I'll add some leaves around once I get the shape down. I'm wondering if I might need to expand it a little bit more. If I want to make a reasonably sized letter here, I'll probably have to block off the whole opening, but maybe that's not the end of the world. Probably want to start it kind of up here. And again, I kind of want to make it a more naturally viney, growing, like living looking font out of this wood. The only question with that will be making it not blend into the like landscape too much, so you can't even distinguish what the letters are. It should be okay though. I'll keep to only using the mahogany in the letters. Alright, let's see. What if I went with roughly something of that size? Get a little bit of light in here. Just for now. That's probably okay. Let's get the rest of them laid out, and then we'll start messing with detailing them and changing the texture with other blocks and adding leaves and stuff. Okay, so here's the outline I came up with. The R is a little bit small still. I'm gonna expand it, but I want to give this tree extra room to see if I can get this tree to grow back before I build next to it. It'd be nice to have a little tree here, and then I could include that and this pool in the picture in the end for extra variety. But that's, I think, generally how the shape is. It's actually okay. It looks kind of funny. It looks like a cartoon characters just all squiggly on the map like this. Now the question is, how much can I add? How many leaves and vines and stuff can I add without it looking like nothing? So I'm gonna go ahead and just start adding in some leaves. I might add probably some mud with jungle grass on it. I brought a handful of other materials too. Maybe, oh, definitely mahogany wood just by itself, because that's actually a really good texture to mix in with the living mahogany. It blends really well and adds just a little bit of that different color to it. And I might maybe some like bamboo and large bamboo too. I don't know. I'll have to mess around with it though. I just don't want to get too far carried away and wind up with it looking like like indistinguishable letters. But maybe I can use the leaves to make it look like kind of vines growing up it or something. We'll see. This is probably like the most fun part for me, just figuring out with different blocks and textures. See how that breaks up the living mahogany pretty well. Like, it actually disconnects the block texture. They don't blend together. But one thing you can do to help with that is leave a background wall behind, or some other type of background wall that's a similar color. And you can fill in the gaps and also add a little bit of depth like that. So that's a really fun thing to do also that helps a lot. Alright, let's see what I come up with for the texture here. Alright, we are back. So I think I'm at the stage to add the lights and the furniture. I have all the letters pretty well fully textured, and I removed all the torches so you can see the glow. I added a little bit of green gemspark or emerald gemspark background walls behind the letters where I could hide them without the bright green showing through too much. Once I add the lights in, it will hide the weird parts anyway, I think. But anyway, I'm gonna get to the lights and furniture next. I also I made a little workstation over here to craft stuff and a chest to store stuff in. I added these little things down in the water just to make it interesting. I don't know, they could be ancient jungle guardians down here guarding something down here. Maybe it's the original lizard power cell right here. I'm gonna have to think of something to put in there. Well, I'm sure that something will come up though. So yeah, I'm gonna start working on the lights. Another thing, I don't know if I mentioned this yet or not, but it's good to include a chest or some sort of storage furniture near a build that you're doing towards the outsides of the map. And I forgot about this when I was building the one last time, the snowy one. So I actually went and I added a chest down underground here. This is because it prevents meteorites from hitting. Although if I look, there's a floating island right above this one. So this is probably pretty safe from meteorites anyway. And over where we're building now, I have my own tree farms islands up above me, so those would take the blows anyway. But that's something to keep in mind if you want to protect your builds towards the outside of the map. Add a chest or a barrel or a whatever you call it, dresser. Those will all prevent meteors from spawning within, I believe, about 50 blocks. I might have to check that on the wiki though, or you might if you want to be sure. Alright, I'm gonna get to the lights. Let's see what happens. And here we are. Doesn't the Terraria music sound hilarious when it's sped up 3 times? I discovered that um, during the production of the last video, actually. It's pretty funny. Anyway, here's the final product. So here's the daytime picture. You can see I went through and finalized the edges, hammered all the blocks that I thought was necessary in the letters, hammered some around on the ground surface, and then finished all the furniture and lights. So I was originally worried about like the letters blending in with the environment too much, but I actually think we managed to hit a nice medium where the letters are still definitely distinguishable. You can make it out if you, I guess, if you don't try too hard. If you just look at one letter and try to figure out what it is, it'd be hard to tell probably. But I think if you look at it together, it kind of makes sense. So I'm happy with that. I added some gold blocks, gold bricks around various places under these the pots with the trees, and in the some in the water here. The underwater lizard power cell that I was talking about earlier, I decided to put a item frame with a life fruit in there. I thought that turned out pretty good actually. So that's kind of fun. Yeah, just added a couple pots, small pieces of furniture around the little work area I made to make that look like, I don't know, somebody, like the witch doctor could be hanging out in there crafting stuff or snacking or whatever he does. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much what there is to it. I'm sure there were a couple other things I thought I wanted to mention but can't think of now. So that's the daytime one. The I took one at dusk here, so it's kind of that balance between the light that I put in highlighting the letters, but still the background light providing enough to see the details on the surface, and that you can see all the trees, the bamboo, and the water up here to the top right and stuff like that. I kind of like this one, but I think my favorite actually is the nighttime version of this one. It adds that bit of mystery for the very top and the surface section of the picture. You can't really tell it what it is as well. If you look really close, you can still see that there are trees there and stuff. But it really highlights the letters that over this way, and then you can follow the path over to the little workstation that's also lit up, and see these mysterious green lights under the water a little bit. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Maybe you guys could gain some inspiration from it as well, get some ideas on how to combine these different block types. I'm sure that you have plenty of ideas of your own on how you can improve it and stuff for yourself, so that's also a good thing. But that's probably going to do it for today. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. And thanks a ton for watching.